In this episode of my Godot FPS tutorial series, we're creating a rotating door using our door component from a couple episodes ago. These tutorials are part of a long series of FPS tutorials for the Godot engine. The link to the door component episode is in the description, and as always, you can grab the source files for this and all of my Godot engine tutorials on my Patreon. First, check the origin of your door because it needs to be set properly if we're going to adjust the door's rotation. The door component moves our animatable body 3D parent, so we need to adjust its origin so it lines up with what would be the hinge of our door. Then we can adjust our door mesh and collision shape so that it fits back into the doorway. Your door mesh origin may be different, or you may have set it up already in your modeling software. Either way, we just need the origin of this parent to be on the edge of our doorway. Within the door component script, we add some variables. One for our axis of rotation, which will likely default to the y-axis since the door will swing open like this, and the amount of rotation we want, which will default to 90 degrees. Then a variable to hold our original rotation. Within the ready function, save the door's original rotation so we can return to it when we close the door. In the open door function, add another tween property line for our rotation, where we'll move toward the original rotation plus our rotation axis multiplied by our rotation amount. Note here that we are translating our rotation amount from degrees to radians. We're also going to keep our transition type setting and easing setting. Then when we close our door, add another tween property to return to the original rotation. Optionally, to separate our sliding door and rotating door types, we can add an enumeration at the very top for door type with the types sliding and rotating. Then add an export variable for our door type enumeration so we can select the type in our inspector. In the open door and closed door functions, we use a match case for our door type variable, using each of the enumeration types. If sliding, we run the position tween. If rotating, we run the rotation tween. You can now adjust your door component settings and create a rotating door with all of the speed, transition, and easing settings that you need. In the next episode, we'll make it so the door can open both ways depending on the location of the player. As always, you can get the source files for everything that you saw in this video on my Patreon. I'll catch you in the next one, and as always, keep creating.